Hello, Cancer. I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is your weekly read for the week of the 6th to the 12th of April 2020. Hope you're doing well. Cancer, so it's the weekend when I'm publishing this, the 4th of 5th, the weekend of the 4th of 5th of April. And so I've got a half price reading sale. This weekend, it's my soulmate twin flame reads. They're half price. Now, if you've ever had one from me before, I've changed the format of them slightly. And so the reading now goes into what's going on in your love life, what's your story, what's going on in your twin flame, your soulmate's life, and how you're going to get together, what the timing is, stuff, information about that too. So format has changed slightly. So if you want one of those, you can get half price this weekend. There's a link up there to book in for one of those. They're not 120 Australian dollars, they are 60 Australian dollars. Now that's working out to be about 37, 38 American dollars right now. Exchange rates are changing, so just check what it is in your currency, because for some currencies you can get real good bargains at the moment. It's an excellent time to get a reading from me. So that's the half price sale. Let's get on with your reading. So Cancer, what have you got going on this week? Really good, really positive week for us all. I've done all of the dailies for this week ahead. I've also done the general reading for the week ahead. It's a very good energy for all of us, especially people that are watching these as well, because the people that are watching these, you're getting the benefit. You're actually getting the benefits out of what's going on at the moment, which is an awesome thing. You're being woken up. You're being switched on to who you are. You are love. You're here for a reason. You are very loved by the universe. And you have a lot of love to give as well. You're being woken up to your value, to your what you're here for, your life path. You're being switched on to just how needed you are, or how valuable you are, how essential you are, and your perspective, your gifts, that kind of thing. So, Cancer, you are love. You're being woken up to that now. You're just kind of realizing, maybe. Maybe in a world that didn't value people like you, people like me before, now they started valuing us. You're kind of waking up to that yourself, remembering, oh yeah, I'm really valuable. This thing that I do, it's really powerful. That's what I've always thought about my readings. I know how powerful they are. I've done other stuff before, like different kinds of, I started this business off 20 years ago, and I was doing other therapies, kind of. My readings were going under the radar. I was still passing on the messages to people, but I was doing it under the guise of other valid therapies, kind of thing, in their own right, of course. But I just knew it's like people were coming in for the neurotherapy or whatever I was doing, and it was what I was telling them. It was the messages from the higher self that I was telling them that was having the biggest impact in their lives. And it just got to the point where I'm like, you know what, I've just got to do the most powerful thing that I do, because I am powerful and it's really powerful and it really helps people. And I'm feeling like you're realizing that now. If you haven't realized it before, Cancer, you're realizing it now, that who you really are, your talents, they're really powerful, and it's really important too. You've got a lot to offer the world, and especially, this week. Look at this, initiate and be with nature. It's like the universe wants you to take your place now. It's calling you. It's like, okay, Cancer, it's your time now, step up. You're being woken up to it. It's like, oh yeah, I've got this skill, it's really powerful. Oh yeah, I'm remembering it's really powerful. Okay, I'm being called to do it now. This is not a fast process this week, I'm feeling. It's just emerging. You're just being woken up to it. It's like, maybe you're getting an idea. Oh, I could do this thing now. People seem to be valuing things that are actually real now and not the superficial shit. And maybe it's my time now. It's like you're unfolding. It's like a bud. You've been like a closed bud. It's all going on the inside, but you haven't really been able to do it on the outside yet. And then it's like, oh, the sun's coming out, the temperature's warming up, and you're starting to open up now. And you're just at that beginning stage. You're not fully blooming yet, but that's going to come about. You're just at the initial stage. Got this be with nature card, so it's a good time to be outside, listening to what the universe is telling you, like a meditation kind of thing. You being outside, it's kind of like a meditation for you, going for a walk or something like that. But you're being initiated now. This is like, I don't know, it's like the universe has got a ceremony for you. So it's Cancer's time. Let's open her or him up to what it is that she or he is here for. And yeah, let's open their eyes to it now, and have them realize just how powerful they are, how important they are, this thing that they've got inside of them, waking it up. initiating it. So you could be getting some really interesting ideas this week. Cancer, what is it that you know? You've got the knowing card here. Knowing and forgive self, right? Okay, yeah. This is what you've known before. Like, you've always known you've had this power. The timing wasn't right, though. You shouldn't feel bad about that. Don't feel guilty about it. It's not like the universe isn't saying, oh, Cancer, where have you been? You should have been doing this years ago. The universe doesn't say that. The universe would have stepped you up and done this initiation if the time had been right. You've been waiting not only for the world to be ready for you, for the timing to be right, but you've also been waiting for yourself to get ready too. And that's okay. You've been getting ready. Everyone has. I've been getting ready too for this point. Everyone has. And so forgive yourself for that. Don't put any pressure on yourself like I should have done this before. Don't do that to yourself. The universe isn't doing that to you. So you knew you had this power before. You knew that you were going to do this thing. It's not a wrongness that you didn't do it back then. You needed to know it back then because you needed to be on the path to getting ready to it. You haven't tried it before or even had it in your mind that you could do that before, or investigating or learning about it. This, whatever it is that you do, whatever is your power, your superpower. Cancer, you've known about it. You needed to know about it so that you could get prepared for this point. It's not that you could have done it back then. So you just forgive yourself about that. Even though you knew about it, it was just to get you prepared. It's not the universe saying you should have done this ages ago. That's just not true. You're ready now, or you're getting ready now. Okay. So it didn't work in the past. Maybe you've tried it in the past and it just didn't work, and it's led you to this fear of lack. You've got a fear of lack going on. It's like, oh, it didn't work last time. Is it going to work this time? I don't know. Yeah, you're fearing it. You've got to give that up now. Trust the universe. Trust the universe. You're feeling it. You're being woken up to it. You're being initiated to it. Why would the universe do that if it didn't have abundance for you? It wouldn't. And so just surrender that up. Pass it over to your higher self. Pass it over to the universe now. You're worried about that. You worry about abundance. You're worrying that, oh, it might not work. It might not work this time. It didn't work before. Let all of that past stuff go. Surrender it up. You are being moved forward now. This should feel different than last time too. I mean, last time it should have felt, if you've tried doing this thing before that you're here to do, if you've tried many times before, it would have felt like it was you trying last time. This time it won't feel like you trying. You're being invited this time. It's like the difference between, trying to organize a party or something and being invited to a party. Now you're being invited to a party. You're not trying to organize it this time and it being a flop. You're being invited this time. It's going to be totally different, absolutely different. So just let go of that fear of lack. Open up to abundance. Open up to it working out for you this time, because this time you're being invited by the universe for it to work out for you. It's just your time. It's divine timing. We've all been waiting for it. It's not true. Like the whole law of attraction thing, you should be able to manifest whatever you want, whenever you want. That's not true. The rest of the world, the rest of the world is involved. We're all one. We're all like functioning as a whole. We're really seeing that now, aren't we? We're seeing evidence of that. It's not like, oh, I can suddenly manifest a lot of people interested in what I do 50 years ago. We can't. We can't do that. There are some restrictions. And so if you've learned that law of attraction stuff and you've kind of beaten yourself up for not being able to manifest it until now, just let that stuff go. It's not true that you should be able to manifest anything you want. Like, the universe knows that time isn't real anyway. You will get what you want. You will get what you want. But the timing of it all, that wasn't under your control. Divine timing now, Cancer. So Cancer, let's go back through that. You are love. You've been woken up to that. You've been woken up to your superpowers, remembering what you're here for, remembering who you are. You're loved by the universe, and you've got a lot of love to give. You've got talents to share. And you're being called to that now. You're being initiated. Get out into nature. It'll be like a meditation for you, but it will allow your higher self to get through, the universe to get through, and to invite you along to this party that it's put on for you. Invite you along to what it is that you've always known about yourself, and maybe you've tried to do before, but the timing wasn't right. You're being invited to do it now. You need to forgive yourself to allow yourself to do that now. So not be harsh on yourself, thinking, I should have been able to do this before. You shouldn't. Timing wasn't right. Also, that has led, your past experiences has led to a fear of lack. You need to give that up now, because part of this journey is going to be abundance, of course. If you've got a lot to give, you've got a lot to receive. There's always got to be balance there. And so you can't be holding abundance away from yourself by being worrying and thinking it's not going to happen and grasping and trying to chase abundance down and all of that stuff that we do when we're in fear of lack and when we're worried about it. Can't be in that space. It's all going to work out for you. So just give that up now. If there's anything you can do at the moment, it's like just be open to being led by your higher self now. Meditate, get out into nature so that you can listen. Listen, by listening, I mean, your ideas are going to pop into your mind, and it doesn't happen when you're thinking and when you're worrying. It happens when you're like on a nature walk, or when you just wake up in the morning, or in your dreams, or when you're meditating, or after meditation. It happens in those points, or when you're doing the dishes, or when you're having a shower, when you're doing anything that's kind of taking your mind and stopping you from worrying and stopping you from thinking about something. That's when the ideas come through. That's what I'm talking about, listening. Let go of that fear of lack. So anything you can do just to not worry, like what I just talked about, the meditation and all of that. To let that go, hand it over to the universe too. Say, okay, higher self, well, if you think I should do this thing now, then you make it really easy for me and bring that abundance to me. I hand it over to you. I'm not in charge of it. I'll just let you do it for me. That is the perfect space to be in for you right now, Cancer. You've got big things coming. Do you feel it? Do you? If you do, click like on this video and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment. What did you get out of that? Are you feeling that? Are you? Love to hear from you. And if you're getting benefit and value out of my readings, please share my channel with your friends. They could be getting benefit and value out of it too. And don't forget, I've got a half price reading sale, but also, Cancer, I do a daily show, a daily live on YouTube. And so if you subscribe to my channel and click that bell thing, you'll be notified when I go live. But it's at 8 a.m. every morning, 8 a.m. Bangkok time, that is. Find out what time 8 a.m. Bangkok time is in your time zone. And come along live, because I go like deeper into the daily read. It's a lot of fun. We'll catch up with each other. And then I do like free mini readings from your higher self too. So if you want to join that tribe, come along. It's all free. Love to see you there. Have an amazing week, Cancer. I'll see you next time. Bye.